Quiet luxury is the rage of the moment, but not by accident. The reason also gives you clues to the most effective marketing strategies right now for getting more clients. First of all, the traits that characterize quiet luxury tell you exactly what your clients want from you. Top of mind is substance, not the big logos and flashy displays that used to be so popular. This should play a big role in your marketing strategy, which we'll get to in just a second. Customers are also prioritizing quality more than ever, although what quality means has changed too. Plus, there's a renewed preference for options that can stand the test of time. But understanding why this shift is happening gives you insight that's even more valuable into where your customers' heads are at. The reality is we're facing a lot of uncertainty with the economy, jobs, and even our lives. One theory, which I agree with, is that we're counteracting that by looking for stability and minimalism where we can. That's also why a lot of marketing strategies now feel outdated. Flashy, look-at-me marketing used to be super popular and effective, but now it just comes across as out of touch. That doesn't mean you shouldn't talk about your success and credibility. You absolutely should. But how you do it determines if your customers will connect with it. A brand that's super fun to study is Brunello Cucinelli. When you go to their website, the first thing you see is unusual. One sentence summarizing the core belief the brand is built on. The second thing you see, their values. Plus, they're doing something right. They've grown by 25% this past year to hit almost $1 billion in annual revenue. Plus, if you've been afraid that you're gonna have to be okay with fewer sales because of the economy, they're proof that that does not have to be the case. Using this strategy to grow your business can be super simple. I never recommend anything I don't do myself, so you can see my website as an example as well. A while back, I updated my homepage to share more of my values and principles. I'll tell you about the crazy difference it's made in just a second. But first, you can make this update yourself super fast because you already know what you believe. Since I made that update, nothing else has changed. Yet signups through my homepage have tripled. Customers are looking for deeper connection and meaning from the companies they buy from. Tap into that by switching from outdated look-at-me marketing to values and principles-based marketing. Plus, it feels more meaningful too. But you do also have to go beyond just words, because words, no matter how great, are not enough to build trust. Contrary to popular unwisdom, testimonials, media features, and credentials aren't enough either. Because they're all pieces of evidence you're basically telling your customers to believe. But that's not how human psychology works. You will learn so much from their responses when you start asking your customers why they buy from you, which I recommend you do as soon as you can. My personal favorite, which is also one of the most valuable marketing lessons I've ever gotten, I bought from you because I love hearing about all the TV shows you like to watch. I want to learn how to build a business from someone who actually enjoys their life and doesn't have to work all the time. Your customers will pick up more from what you demonstrate than what you say. But there's also one other piece you need before your customers will give you their full trust. It's simple, but most people miss it. I have to admit, it was 4 years before I figured it out. A client said to me, "You know why I decided to finally buy from you? I've been seeing your content every day for 4 years. At this point, I figure you have to know what you're talking about." That was the only thing that worked to earn that client's trust. If you can only pick one strategy, choose this one. It's the simplest. High five to letting things be simple. Plus, it works. But if you really want to stand out, there's a strategy you don't want to miss. Take one of the most popular symbols of quiet luxury, the Loro Piana Summer Walk Loafer. It's a $1,000 shoe. But when you search for reviews on it, you will see over and over people saying, it's pricey, but it's worth it. Your customers are craving that kind of quality as well. But this goes beyond the outdated advice to just give value, which you've probably heard. Frankly, since everyone and their mother is giving value these days, that is not enough anymore. Nowadays, something has to be not only valuable, but also fresh, unique, and of course, interesting to be considered quality. I know it can feel really overwhelming to think about hitting all those points, but I've got a shortcut you can use to do it all easily. Notice how for each tip I've shared, I didn't just tell you the fact. Instead, you also got the story behind how I figured it out. Sharing not only what you know, but also how you earned that knowledge automatically makes your marketing unique and way more interesting. But all that work will go to waste if you can't turn that interest into sales. That's why in this next video, I share my best sales strategy, which has been worth millions, literally. You also see how it's possible to actually feel good about selling, which will naturally help you make even more.